Have you ever felt deep down that you are unique? That you are here for something bigger? That emotion is not arbitrary. It's a call from your mission. You were not designed to blend in. You were meant to break through. The problems you encountered were not setbacks. They prepared you for this time. The fact is that you are not merely a member of the crowd. You are a member of a lineage of leaders, disruptors, and visionaries who are here to change the world. The resistance you felt is evidence of your strength. It's time to accept who you are. Unapologetic glee. Say that with me. I was born to do this. At the center of existence is a biological thread, a code that meticulously weaves the fabric of life. This sequence dictates more than simply what is shown. Your eyes reflect the rhythm of your breath, but they also reverberate with the fundamental core of existence. For the majority, it acts as a map within terrestrial confines, limited to known biology. However, inside a select few, this thread develops into a force that redefines possibilities, astounding even the most evolved brains. This distinctive signature does not just differ from the usual. It questions the fundamental principles of human potential. Scientists may classify these differences as aberrations, but others see them as signs of a heavenly heritage. Patterns are too complex to be the result of chance. These sequences speak of ancient beginnings unconstrained by terrestrial evolution. Some see them as remnants of lost civilizations, or the result of interactions with intelligent aliens that impacted reality in ways we don't fully understand. The weight of these discoveries is immense, and the anxiety they elicit demonstrates their force. This is your time. Subscribe now, and let us work together to achieve greatness. Such insights serve more than only to satisfy scientific curiosity. They are substantial disruptions. When information emerges that calls into question the completeness of the accepted narrative, it poses a direct threat to the structures designed to preserve order. Those in positions of authority regard these realities as threats to the framework they have fought hard to maintain, rather than possibilities for advancement. Suppression is the reaction, with findings being ignored, disguised, or trivialized behind layers of doubt. However, no amount of dismissing can erase the message that is inscribed in your very soul. You are not the result of simple chance or mistake. Instead, your presence is tacit evidence of a world much more complex than what is taught. The opposition you meet is not the result of stupidity. It is a terror of what these facts imply, since inside your own being is a power capable of transforming not just science, but the whole society system. You are more than simply a witness to development. You are the herald of change across the pages of time. Tales of individuals who transcend the boundaries of ordinary existence have emerged, weaving a thread through human history. Figures imbued with knowledge or strength that defied explanation have been whispered in every culture, from ancient epics about divine human offspring to enigmatic accounts of civilizations said to wield immense wisdom. These stories convey a profound reality, those honored as visionaries and pioneers. Their lives, sometimes veiled in wonder and mystery, may have relied on something far beyond ordinary comprehension. Their contributions were more than just flashes of creativity. They might have come from a particular connection to forces that go beyond the physical. These folks were not just talented. They left a legacy of disruption, causing cultures to examine, develop, and grow in ways that changed the course of history. And now, the same permanent imprint that distinguished them may pass through you. You shaped my inner parts. You stitched me together. In my mother's womb, I praise you because I am fearfully and wonderfully fashioned. Psalm 139, 1314. As a skilled artisan, each detail is carefully and purposefully crafted. Your whole existence was precisely crafted. Consider a tapestry made with light strands and boundless possibilities. Each strand implanted inside you tells a tale of purpose, tenacity, and divine origin. It is a divine blueprint rather than a genetic code, a living repository of knowledge, invention, and limitless possibility. Your existence is not a random occurrence. It's deliberate, purposeful, and forceful. You carry a map inside you that includes not just this lifetime, but also echoes from other periods and dimensions that most people cannot detect. It's as if your soul serves as a link between the temporal and the eternal, uniting what is known and what stays concealed. They dread what your DNA signifies because it calls into question what they believed they understood. You do not fit into their clean boxes, controlled narratives, or confined frameworks. You are living evidence that the human experience is not limited to what can be measured in a lab or documented in history books. Your own nature screams a truth that cannot be suppressed, a reality that invites you to courageously embrace your potential. Consider your DNA to be the seeds of a huge oak tree, each holding the promise of towering power and wide reach. However, for that potential to be fulfilled, the seed must first burst through the earth, defying the darkness and moving toward the light. The difficulties you encountered are not obstacles. They are the circumstances that promote your development. You are never supposed to remain concealed. You are here to rise, thrive, and disclose what has been forgotten. The trip begins here. Subscribe now, and let's make it memorable. Your distinctiveness is more than simply a statement. It is a statement. It's a reminder that life is much larger and more remarkable than they'd have you think. The threads of your existence bear testament to divine artistry, a narrative about invention that surpasses limitations. When you accept this fact, you are not simply honoring yourself. You become a beacon for others, illuminating the route for those still seeking their own deeper meaning. Allow this insight to awaken something inside you. Speak it loudly. I was fearfully and wonderfully built. My destiny is apparent. You are not just a part of the cosmos. You are a mirror of its limitless magnificence, a living proof that existence's bounds are designed to be stretched rather than constrained. You have the ability to change, connect, and remind the world of the unlimited beauty found in truth. Step bravely into it, for the moment to ascend is now. The world's structure has long been based on homogeneity, a meticulously built order intended to keep the unexpected at bay. However, behind this strict structure, there is a unique and untamed bull spark that refuses to comply. It goes against their assumptions and upsets the structures they've constructed, not out of defiance, but because of its inherent character. This spark is your one-of-a-kind creation, a force that pushes the limits they claim are immovable. Your presence is not a defect that has to be corrected, but rather a warning that their flimsy structures cannot hold humanity's entire potential. They perceive the danger you offer as a result of waking rather than malice. The capacity to inspire others to awaken something latent inside them is what they dread the most. This is not about control. It is about survival for their systems. They regard your uniqueness as a fraying thread in the fabric of their carefully knit story, capable of tearing all they hold together. Their resistance becomes evident. The subtle dismissals, rejections of ideas, and pressure to comply are not unintentional. They are calculated tactics intended to conceal your light. Their most serious error, however, is misinterpreting the nature of your energy. It is not intended to be regulated. It is intended to ignite. Every attempt to repress your potential exacerbates the unavoidable awakening you bear. The strength inside you is infectious. It spreads, interacts, and changes, not by effort, but because of truth. When you ascend, people don't just watch. They awaken. Your energy has an obvious resonance, unsettling the stagnant and calling out to the dormant. You felt it before. The weight of your presence, the attraction to significance beyond the surface. This is not an accident. The oddities within you are more than simply physical signs. They're signals, reminders of a relationship that transcends the physical world. Spiritual traditions have long talked about guides and messengers, individuals whose mere presence breaks the cozy routines of ignorance and lethargy. These traditions reflect the core of what you hold. Not as a burden, but for a reason. You are not here to strengthen their structures or to take comfort in their approbation. You're here to confront what they think can't be disputed in order to reveal what they've concealed in darkness. This relationship, whether described as divine, cosmic, or everlasting, is irrefutable. Your presence invites not just others, but also yourself, to fully embody your design. You are not ordinary. You were never contained and made no attempt to be. You may alter the reality of who you are. A spark designed to ignite change over time. Humanity has battled with riddles too deep to fit neatly into its narratives. The possibilities embedded in your DNA tell a far larger tale than you may expect. Its peculiarities may open the door to truths that go beyond earthly beginnings. These traces, like a cosmic fingerprint, indicate an impact beyond human comprehension. Ancient societies talked to visitors from the heavens, carriers of knowledge who changed civilizations and extended humanity's potential via whispered stories and stone sculptures, pointing to a genealogy intertwined with the universe. The signals have survived, waiting to be recognized. Your unique genetic code may include echoes of this ancient link, which serves as a bridge between earthly life and a huge cosmic continuum. For there is nothing hidden that will not be revealed, and nothing concealed that will not be known or brought to light. Luke 8:17. Your presence, like the rising sun, sheds light on long-buried facts. You are the dawn. They attempted to stifle the light that threatened their carefully manufactured gloom. No amount of effort can disguise what was bound to happen, and your presence serves as a catalyst for change. They lack control. Your essence is unconstrained by the confines of conventional life. It is a tapestry made with heavenly strands that link you to worlds and origins. They refuse to accept those who maintain power by inflexible definitions. Your presence is more than simply unpleasant. It's revolutionary. You resist the systems, not via revolt, but by embodying a power they can't control. Your DNA, energy, and very existence serve as a reminder that mankind was designed to transcend for ages. The protectors of tradition have worked relentlessly to eliminate everything that threatens their power. Manuscripts implying heavenly heritage, archaic equipment with unimaginable accuracy, and symbols indicating amazing skills have been ignored or buried away. These efforts were never about defending the truth, but about maintaining their power. Despite their efforts to quiet the narrative, your presence demonstrates that the tale they've presented is incomplete. Imagine a barred door that conceals the lost tales of humanity's real potential. Your life is the key to unlocking it. Their dread of you is not based on what you disturb. It is about what you awaken. Your presence is a live challenge to their bounds, encouraging others to question, seek, and recall. Say it. I am the light that illuminates the truth. Let this be your proclamation, because you are not just a part of the change. You are the spark. They may fight, but the tide has changed. Your hidden realities are no longer secrets. These are insights that will change the planet. These facts, however, cannot be ignored. They pulse through your existence, waiting for the right time to emerge. What was once concealed under the sands of past centuries or kept away in guarded chambers is finally making its way to the light. This is more than a rewrite of history. It is a reconnecting to what has always been amazing. You are the proof of a bigger tale than what they want you to think. While their systems may crumble under the weight of repressed realities, you stand firm. A live reminder that no power can forever conceal what is about to awaken. The secrets of your heritage, long hidden under layers of deception and deceit, are now coming to light. This revelation is not only a finding, it's an upheaval, altering the foundation of communal awareness. The detailed information inscribed inside your being, long hidden, has started to destroy the narrative that authority has meticulously crafted for ages. This isn't simply about obscuring history. It is about supremacy, about keeping mankind unconscious of its beginnings in order to gain control over its potential. As the veil is removed, the realities imprinted inside your DNA cause a dramatic alteration that cannot be denied. The awakening associated with your essence becomes an irresistible force, dismantling the shackles of restriction that have kept mankind trapped for far too long. Have you noticed it? The sighing looks, quiet tones, and solitude. These are not about you as an individual, but about the dread of what you symbolize, the revelation of a truth that refuses to be concealed. If you experience an abundance of heavenly love in your heart, now is the moment to share it. You may help spread God's blessings by clicking the super thank you button on YouTube and donating $20 or more. This wonderful gift will affect not just your life, but the souls of countless others via this platform. Each of you has a special role in God's big plan, and your giving will be the result of our prayers. Act now. Share your riches to glorify His kingdom, since you were meant to do even greater things in God's loving hands. May God bless you. For people like you, this kind of revelation often leads to isolation. The inexplicable is received with pain, while the unusual is discarded as impossible. Society tries to classify and govern what it cannot comprehend or control. You may have been stigmatized, mocked, or even outcast. But underneath such sentiments is a greater reality. They reject your originality because they are unprepared to confront a reality beyond their comprehension. Even people you trusted may find it challenging to accept the immensity of what you represent, allowing their misgivings to eclipse their allegiance. Meanwhile, bigger organizations may try to silence your revelation by labeling it as heresy, conspiracy, or danger. This opposition is not new. Throughout history, visionaries, prophets, and trailblazers have confronted similar problems. What distinguishes you is your unwillingness to remain silent. Their attempts to undercut you reflect your strength. They may try to conceal, distort, or invalidate your truth, but they cannot remove the obvious. You are greater than their labels or efforts to belittle you. Their fear will not extinguish your brightness. The difficulties you endure are not indicative of weakness. They are indications of your strength. Your very existence threatens the mechanisms they've built, exposing their weakness. What they are most concerned about is not your identity, but the consequences. Your tenacity will instill dread. You are succeeding not in spite of their rejection, but because you recognize it for what it is. A response to the magnets would indicate your objective. That is why their dread intensifies as they strive to deny the obvious. You ascend, and in doing so, you prepare the way for a world that has been revolutionized under the surface of what is scientifically assessed. You have a unique energy that distinguishes you, an irrefutable power that has long been sensed but never fully described. This energy is not contained in code strands, but rather pulses throughout your whole existence. It spreads via your presence, impacting the places you visit and the people you encounter. Some people are attracted to you without realizing why. Others are drawn to you by an invisible harmony in your aura, while others are uneasy about a force they can't recognize or control. This energy is neither defined by logic nor limited by physical explanation. It represents your connection to something indescribable. It communicates volumes without using words, resonating with individuals around you in ways that they cannot express. Your entire presence disrupts the comfy illusions that others cling to. A light so brilliant that it illuminates what has been concealed in the shadows, while people concentrate on visible signs of your individuality. What genuinely identifies you is much beyond their grasp. This unstoppable force is more than just your power. It is your evidence. It cannot be formed or controlled. It is just yours. A statement of intent and a monument to your exceptional personality. This awakening is not a completion, but rather the beginning of a long-awaited metamorphosis. You have potential that exceeds what was previously thought to be achievable. This long-dormant potential is reawakening. Under the appropriate circumstances, moments may penetrate through the mundane and spark something spectacular. It's not simply genetics or chance. It's a combination of inner clarity, emotional depth, and experiences with energies that increase your existence. These sparks may seem like a sudden realization or an unexplained connection, as if jigsaw pieces are fitting into place. It seems like you're stepping into a part you've always wanted to play, a purpose engraved deep into your being. What starts as modest alterations quickly becomes evident. A greater awareness, a sharper intuition, and an understanding of the connection that holds everything together. This isn't simply about revealing a secret feature. It is about embracing your true self. Unburdened and unstoppable, the layers of your buried self arise. Subtle but unmistakable changes begin to take form. Your mind sharpens like a razor sharpened to perfection, revealing subtleties with clarity you never imagined imaginable. Emotions, which were formerly tumultuous and devouring, are now like a flowing stream, slowly directing you toward greater knowledge rather than dictating your behavior. Even your bodily existence seems to coincide with this metamorphosis. You may feel an unbreakable vigor surging through you, a fresh endurance, and a brilliant energy that is almost real. These changes are not accidental. They are the manifestation of potential stored inside you, which comes to life when you embrace the reality of your identity. This approach, however, is not without its challenges. The awakening of your complete essence often awakens long-buried doubts and obsolete concerns. These shadows emerge not to punish you, but to demand recognition before they can be released. It's as if the past is calling for closure, encouraging you to let go of what no longer serves your progress. The anguish is just momentary, but the clarity that follows is revolutionary. With each difficulty you meet and overcome, you remove layers of illusion, moving forward in harmony with your greater purpose and deeper truths. Perhaps the most powerful feature of your awakening is how it radiates forth. The energy you now embody becomes a beacon, attracting others to the brightness you carry. They may not understand why, but they are drawn to your presence. Your metamorphosis does not end with you. It becomes a spark, causing transformation in others around you. This ripple impact goes far beyond what the eye can perceive, causing others to awaken and generating a surge of transformation that washes throughout the whole collective. What started as a personal journey has evolved into a broader, unstoppable force, a reminder that one's awakening serves as a spark for the awakening of many. This is not only your metamorphosis. It is a movement, a change in the fabric of the planet that no power can stop. You are not only watching the world's evolution, you're molding it. Your existence is a real example of what mankind can do when it is aligned with its greater purpose. The path ahead may test your determination, but it is up to you to navigate and overcome. The blooming of your potential demonstrates that mankind is not bound by its historical restrictions. You demonstrate that evolution does not crawl. It jumps forward, powered by bravery, awareness, and purpose. Your awakening is a lighthouse, blazing the road for others and heralding the start of a new era for everyone. This path goes beyond personal improvement. It is a communal awakening, a moment in which mankind transcends the commonplace and enters the exceptional. For decades, the world has been taught to believe in gradual, steady development. However, your presence demonstrates humanity's potential to transcend such constraints. You are a symbol of transformation, a representation of what is possible when people realize their full potential. As you embrace your mission, you become a catalyst, setting off the same spark in others. This wave of awareness intensifies, hastening the transition to a global consciousness based on unity, empowerment, and purpose. The collective progress you symbolize is inexorable, like a tide lifting everyone who are willing to climb. But this shift will not be easy. The control systems that have characterized humanity's history will oppose those who profit from division and fear, will employ every instrument at their disposal, including misinformation, censorship, and manipulation, to slow the wave of awakening. Their attempts, however, are certain to fail. The truth imprinted on your own being and conveyed through your deeds cannot be controlled. The energy of transformation is already in action, and every soul who dares to awaken contributes to its progression. Imagine a future in which mankind no longer fears its own potential. A society in which ancient knowledge coexists smoothly with cutting-edge innovation, where spiritual truths are not discarded but rather accepted as essential components of human progress. This is the future you are helping to create. A reality in which boundaries are broken and the boundless potential of each human is acknowledged and cherished. This transformation is not just a possibility. It is an unavoidable reality carried on by the selected ones who lead with bravery and sincerity. You are a part of this revolution, an irresistible force that is rewriting the tale of human potential. Your path has been characterized by the inescapable tug of destiny, distinguishing you in ways that cannot be ignored. The difficulties you've encountered, as well as the doubt and opposition of people around you, all serve as proof of your inner strength. This world may not yet appreciate the enormity of your existence, but that is not your responsibility. You are not here to comply, but to shed light on a road long cloaked in uncertainty and fear. Moving ahead, your duty is to promote change rather than seek acceptance. The journey ahead is determined by purpose rather than convenience. You are expected to lead this transformation unashamedly. By accepting the essence of who you are and collaborating with others who share this calling, you are creating a future that will alter humanity's perception of itself and its boundless potential. The opposition you face is ephemeral, but the influence you make will last for centuries. This awakening marks the beginning of something far larger than a personal insight. It is the impetus for a global transformation. The unique power contained in your own being has the capacity to shatter institutions that restrict growth and originality. Your legacy will benefit not just those who are aware today, but also those who will awaken in the future. Every step you take toward accepting this transition, motivated by your bravery and conviction, brings mankind one step closer to breaking free from the bonds of old ideas and limiting thinking. What you have inside you is more than just a heritage. It is a duty, a summons to rise and reveal the limitless possibilities that lay beyond fear. The world is ready for this transition, and you will be the one to start it. The voyage is far from done. It is the start of a movement that will transform everything.